This video is for all the marketing agency owners that are having a hard time conveying the value that they're giving to their local SEO clients. Whether you're running a local SEO campaign for their Google business profile or AI, this reporting is going to be the very best thing that you can give your clients to show them exactly what you're doing, the value you're creating, to keep them with you for as long as possible. Because let's be honest with ourselves, the SEO industry has a very rough reputation for being very black hole, meaning people pay money into it and they have no idea if they're getting the value. And this reporting system solves that pain point perfectly. I'm Justin, the founder and CEO of Merchant, and we've dedicated the past 6 years to perfecting Google Business Profile optimization because Google Business Profiles is where 90% of people go to find local businesses, whether it's on Google Search, Google Maps, and now Gemini. And so our tools are designed to help your clients rank higher. Let me show you these reports that we built, and you be the judge for yourself. If you disagree with anything I say, please put it in the comment section below. I'd love to have a chat with you. So this is looking at a report for a shipping business that does e-commerce fulfillment in Los Angeles. It's a pretty competitive industry to be in, especially in a port city like Los Angeles or Long Beach. And so what I want to show you is all the data that we provide to keep them happy and show that the investment they're putting into this service is worth it. So what we're going to see in the start is the leads generated since they started. So Paige knows the day that you started offering them the service, whether it's the day you onboard them to Paige or before you even learned about Paige, meaning today. So they can say how many leads you've generated for their business total. So it'll pull from Google the information like the lifetime calls, lifetime driving direction requests, and lifetime website clicks, and total them all up since the date that you set as their start date with you. So in short, this is saying that you've gotten, or this Google business profile has gotten this business almost 3,500 leads since starting to work with you. And the reason that's very helpful and why we put a lot of effort into getting this data is because we hear all the time from marketing agency owners that business owners just don't understand that the calls they're getting and the people walking into their shops or the forms being filled out on their website are actually coming from their Google business profile. And so this really shines light on just how much activity the Google business profiles get. We then try to put a dollar value to that. So this says if you were to capture all of those leads that we sent to you from your Google profile, you would have earned an additional $5.2 million. And well, how do we come up with this number? Well, what we do is we look at the average customer value in this industry. In this case, it's 3PL, which I believe is around $1,500. And then we multiply it by the number of leads that we brought them or that came from their Google profile. So we can say that based on all the leads that you're getting from your Google profile, if you were to convert all of them, there's about $5.2 million that you would have gotten from those transactions. Okay, the next thing that we add is the top competitor. So Paige will go out and figure out who the top competitor is and then figure out how many leads per week they're getting based on the historic information we have for our own clients, and then extrapolating that to be if they were ranking number one. And then we apply that same lifetime or that same transaction value to that number of leads to show them the value that they're getting. And I want to pause here real fast and just say that you can customize every piece of data on here. So let's say you loved this section but hated this, or the other way around. You can choose which ones you want to hide and which ones you want to show, what the average values are, and you have complete customization abilities for these reports. Let's scroll down here, and what you can see is the common information you can get, like the views on Google Search, on Google Maps, number of direction requests, calls. We'll break it out over time for you. And then also this will be colored to match your agency colors, right? So all of this is completely white label, so it can really match your brand. It can even be on your domain. So don't worry about that. Okay, so the next thing that we try to solve in this SEO black hole problem is that a lot of times business owners feel like their agencies just forgot about them and they're not doing any work to actually help them rank higher. You're just charging their credit card every single month and not doing anything, right? That is a huge issue that leads to churn. And if your churn as an agency is high, you'll never grow your agency, right? The easiest way to grow your agency is to retain your clients, keep them happy, have them refer more people to you as you keep doing your own outbound sales efforts. So this next section is very unique to our product. By the way, if you're already you want to learn more and start a trial, just head over to merchant.com, go to solutions and hit Paige. And that's where you can learn about our AI agent that automates absolutely all of this for you, and a lot more. But let me keep going. So to solve that black hole problem of your clients not knowing what was done, Paige can keep an action log of everything that was completed. So we're looking at a report from about 2 weeks ago. and it'll show all the actions. So 14 days ago, Paige published this post where it took a picture that was uploaded, wrote a post using their keywords, and published it to Google. 17 days ago, Paige asked this question on the Google profile and then answered it. 22 days ago, it published this post. And here, 27 days ago, you can see they got a review that Paige replied to. So Paige is going to tell your client in the reports every single item and let them click to see the details of what it was that they did, or that Paige did, or rather your agency or whatever you call Paige, because again, the whole thing's white labeled and automated. So in every report, it'll say, hey, here are the things I did, so that they never even need to question whether you're providing value for what they're paying you for. We also send out a weekly version of this in the email. They'll say, hey, John, here are the things I did last week. And it'll show like every single item that was done. And then says, here are the things I'm doing next week. And we'll itemize the things that are scheduled out just to keep them in the loop. And that feature alone is attributed to reducing churn dramatically in some of our largest agency partners. As we scroll down, we then get into the heat maps. And so we do before and after heat maps. So when somebody signs up, you put in their target keywords. So this one was 3PL. And you can see that when they signed up in April 2024, they weren't really ranking anywhere for that keyword. And this is their most important one. And then here, in this latest report taken a couple weeks ago, they have a massive improvement now, ranking basically throughout all of Los Angeles for that important keyword. And then you might notice this section here, AI visibility. We will take this keyword and convert it into a phrase that makes more sense for LLMs or AI search results, and then we'll tell you how you're ranking for that keyword. So in this case, and we just put this feature live. In this case, they're not ranking yet. That's why there's no rank number next to ChatGPT. But we're now adding, so by the time you see this video, we'll probably have like Gemini, Llama, Perplexity, a bunch of the other major search engines that are powered by AI listed here so that you can give your clients not just the local rankings, but also the AI visibility for those keywords. And then as you scroll down, it'll do the same for each of the target keywords. So this one's 3PL logistics, fulfillment center, and so on. And so you can see this report was really designed to give your clients, as simply as possible, the information that they need to know that you're not just performing work for them, but that work is turning into actual dollars in their business, as well as see what the opportunity size is when you get them ranking higher, and then back up the fact that you are doing a lot of work for what they're paying you. So if you think that this report is cooler than what you're currently offering your clients, and you want to try it out and see all the ways that Paige optimizes all this content and more, then go to merchant.com/Paige. The link will be in the description below, and start your trial. It's a really cool platform. I think you're going to love it. And if you have any questions about it, just put them in the comment section below. We're always pushing out new features. So if you have any ideas, please request those as well. Thank you.